System malfunction. Welcome to the Bluetooth.
Holy. Can't say it yet. I gotta wait 8 minutes. Shout out Quilted Northern. What's up? Holy, 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 holy. Whoa. I was on Dago's show here. I'll go ahead and share this real quick. Uh, appreciate Dago for the link. Appreciate Dago's community for sure. Definitely want to highlight this gentleman here. For real. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dago. Appreciate the conversation. Everybody that was up there. Everybody that was up there. Dolphin needs her own channel. Jules, I appreciate you. Dago, appreciate you. Sergeant, appreciate you. 24/7. 24/7. You know what I mean? You need that $2 cut. That's all. It's that $2 cut. Wow, we're going to be doing some late stuff tonight. So, but I did want to hang out with Dago for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and say what's up to everybody. Share Dago's channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And we're going to start going into this, some of this stuff ourselves. And I have a whole bunch of stuff written down of stuff to go through, explore again. You know, a few days ago, we were going to do the press conferences. We were going to start from scratch already. We were going to do the press conferences from the first to the last. And like sometimes these shows, and this is why I love these live shows, because when I have panel guests on, I could have so much content to go over. But it's those nights that are special when people hop up on panel and we're able to just explore and talk about whatever, right? Even if it doesn't pertain to what the content is for the evening. And so that's why I always appreciate that more than any content. Any night, any day that I do my show, I'm always going to appreciate the minds of others in an open panel or in calls before any kind of content out there. So that's why I didn't really focus too much on the press conferences. But you're damn straight. Oh, but you're straight, because we're going to be going over them again. And I'm telling you right now, if I don't start going over them tonight, we're definitely going over them tomorrow, late morning. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be a streaming MF this weekend, that's for sure. Because I got a bunch of old videos to go through, old shows of mine of stuff before it was deleted or blurred out or whatever. We got the grub truck, we got the Google guy walking around the property, we got the inside looking post read through. There's a Papa Rogers read through episode out there. We got the PCA read through. We got a lot of older shows on here where we did go over stuff. Some stuff we still have, some stuff has been taken away. I'm going back into them. We're going to be exploring this stuff. But first, we are going to start off with the press conferences, but not right now. We're going to be going over these documents. So let me get to the hellos real quick, and we'll get this show going. Thank you, everybody, for hopping in. That's hopped in. If you can hit the like real quick, please do. It's that freeway. What's up, Marina girl? How you doing, Melissa? Here and ready. I'm so sorry I kept bumping back the time. I apologize about that, but it's why I put out that community post. It was a great conversation on Dago's channel. Appreciate you so much, for real, bro, and everybody that was up there too. Thank you, everybody. So I'm not sure who's still in when it comes to this chat, because this shit was like 2 hours ago. So I apologize if anybody isn't here for the live that did message earlier. Jinx, Curious Chick, JoJo, whenever. I'll be putting out a link here in a second. I'm just going to get through the hellos real quick, and then we're going to get diving into these documents. Here, let me put my number up on the screen. 1 second. and I'll go ahead and open up the panel and the phone lines here once I get through the hellos, because I always got to say I appreciate you, because I really do. And I got to say hello to everybody, because everybody's hello means something. What's up, Mary Kate? Seashells. Oh, cool. Lucas Boyd. I mean, we could always check out how long is her show. I love truth and transparency, for real. I love you. You're badass. You're one of the best. The stuff in these docs are good. I like Lana showing them. She laughs so much. I know. She's got a great personality. It's not about, it's the passion, the personality, and the persistence. There's another 3P for you. Peace, positivity, and progress is the other. Anyone, evil CJ at Gmail. All evil CJ, no matter what it is. What's up, Sunny Days? How you doing, Sunny Days? Yeah, Rory. If you're not busy, man, you're more than welcome. Just let me know. All right, I'll check my email here in a second. Let me know if you got it. What's the email pertaining to? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for still being here. I apologize for bumping it back. But there was such a great panel on Dago. I was hoping I know a lot of you were in there. Natalie B, the real Slim Skittles. Mandy Joe. What's up? Oh, I love Sarge. He's a good guy. What do you mean? Definitely sub to Grizz. He was the one that made my intro. Nice intro. Oh, thank you so much. Definitely sub to Grizz. We can't climb that mountain if we don't do it together. We gotta do it together. It's about community. It's about community and working together. Definitely sub to Dago. What's up, Tyler Johnson on Twitch? If you're on YouTube, man, hop on over to YouTube, and then you can see everybody on YouTube's comments. So come hang out on YouTube. Thank you for joining the stream on Twitch over there. Appreciate it. Love the vibe of you. Yeah, it was a great panel. Seriously, I think Dolphin, we got to get you a channel, Dolphin. And you know what? You're more than welcome to use my platform to highlight your thoughts, theories, and opinions for your channel. No doubt. You like I say, there's some people have their name sketched in that chair at the table of Evil CJ's panel. Some people have it sketched in their chair. What's up, my friend? Cammy, how you doing? Always appreciate your support, Cammy. For real. I see you. Long Gone. Party of 5. Canadian True Crime Buff. What's up, Stevie Irwin? No, you the man. 24/7 for that $2 cut, bro. Okay. 24/7 $2 cut. we gotta get that. We gotta get that 7-Eleven out of there, man. Because it is. I do. I work 24/7, and it ain't no lie. And I get about 3 hours of sleep, and I get about 20 minutes to prep. So I'm literally getting all of this stuff. 20 minutes is my prep time. Like, no joke. So I apologize sometimes if I don't get to investigate these things as much as some of the other people out there do. But I want you to know, you always got my 150. Always. Always. What's up, Woke Up? Thank you. Thank you so much. Quartz and Coral. Yeah, so let's get this thing going. If anybody wants to hop up, you're more than welcome. If you'd like to call in, give me 1 second and let me refresh my Google Voice. Let me put my open sign up in the window here. I did unlock the door first. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna be pulling an all-nighter. Seriously, I was up at 4:30 this morning for work. And then I went and worked half a day. Then I was on Dago's stream this afternoon talking. And then after that, I took about a 2 hour break. And then I went live on my show. And then after that, I went to Dago's show. Like boom, 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 boom. Now I'm on this. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Let's dig into this stuff because I'm going to read this whole thing. That's the first thing that I'm doing is we're reading through this whole thing. We're going to make a highlight video out of it, a short clip tomorrow. So we'll be putting that out there too. People tell me I need to do some audio shit. So let's do some audio shit tonight. Let's have my first quote audio be these documents. So let me turn down this music a little bit. I know it's pretty loud. And like I said, thank you all for hanging out. I know it's late. I appreciate your support. I got my coffee. It's not that warm. Because it was actually coffee from right before I started my show at 7 o'clock Central. So it's not that warm. But it's there. It's there. Yeah, it's the space age funk beat that we got going. But I'm going to be hooking up with Tech Death Hippie. And we're going to be working on some music that I'm going to play so I can highlight him too. He's a very talented artist on YouTube. If any of the mods do have his links, if you could drop his link, please. I'm going to be getting together with him here in the very near future, hopefully this weekend. And I'm going to start highlighting some of his stuff, and we're going to get you something else to groove to. So definitely be hitting him up. No, thank you. Yeah, anybody, you're more than welcome. Come on. We'll go through these documents here, but yeah, thank you, Dago. Appreciate you, bro. All right. Always great panels on there. Great vibe, great community, great people, great minds. It's so nice to be able to not only have that kind of community in my own community here, or I should say our community, but also be able to go to another planet and be able to find the same kind of atmosphere. It's a beautiful thing, you know. It's like, you know, living on Earth and then you find another freaking Earth out there. It's beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Dago. Appreciate you so much. Late show. No, it's a late show. What's up, Spruce? It's a late show. And I'm gonna be a little loopy probably because I'm up for like 21 hours right now, and I just started this show 20 minutes ago. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you hopping in, Doc Terry. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. All right, let's kind of open this up here. Now, I do need to search them because this is a general link here. And let me throw this banner up there. Oh, yeah, I got to refresh my Google Voice. 1 second. Because if I don't, then the calls don't come through. And I need to check my email as well. All right, I hear the ringing. The phone is good. Let's see. Let me see. All right. Oh, my chat feed went away. Boom, boom. What's up, Skittles? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, good evening.
How are you, CJ?
I am doing good. I just heard about this these court documents here, and it's pretty interesting.
Mm.
Did you get to check it out too? I wasn't able to watch
No, I
chat
just
too
heard
much.
about it.
Huh?
I just heard about it, but I haven't actually seen them yet.
Oh, okay. Were you
Yeah.
in Dago's show at all? I wasn't able to watch chat
No.
much. No.
No.
No. Yeah, Sarge, if you want to come on up here, man. For real. Here, I'll put it out there again if anybody wants to. Yeah, we're going to be discussing this here. Now, let me see. Which one was it? Which one was the title of it? It was on the 22nd. I think it was this one right here. No. Which one was it? What's up, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's going on? I forgot I was even. My mind went blank.
Which is it? Is it the third motion? Is that which one it is? No, which one?
Might be.
No, which one was it? I think it's this one.
I think it was the motion.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is, right here. The declaration of Ann C. Taylor in support of defendant's third motion to compel, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this link in chat. This takes you directly to, and you remember, everybody, let me see if it'll fit in the chat, because sometimes it cuts off. Okay, no, we're good. So there's the whole link. There's to the direct document right here. 26 pages. So did you get to, I didn't know how long you were on Dago's show. Appreciate you, Dago. I didn't know how long you were on there, Sergeant. How much of this did you get to read through?
He read through the whole document, which was kind of interesting, and it's got some, shocking statements in there from the defense that that people were waiting to know. Was there DNA in the car from any of the victims in any of his cars, belongings, and according to the defense, that there's nothing linking Brian Koberger to the victims at all, which is rather shocking. I mean, it's the first time we've really heard that side come out and make an argument.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah,
a very, very
I
strong
heard that
point.
too.
Yes, very strong. I was very shocked. I was very shocked to find out what I found out tonight, honestly. And I've always said this case, is the next big shock to the next big shock. And that's why when I was up there in Dago's show and Jules brought up about what if it's dismissed on Tuesday, that's why I'm like, I agree with you, because for my opinion, to sit there and say that something isn't, I don't know, man, like, and that's why I appreciate Jules for saying that in the first place, because it's like it very well could happen. I know other people don't think so, but in my opinion, I feel like it very well could. I even said 2 months ago that the big shocker could be that he comes out and confesses to what he did for the crime for that next hearing. And people even said then, I mean, you never know. What is it looking like now? What if he does confess to being the fucking driver? Cool, I'm 26 minutes in. What if he confesses to being the driver?
Or what if he simply confesses to the person that he knows who killed the person? He may know who the killer is.
Right. Right.
And he may have known him as a friend.
A friend. And maybe that person could be one that's possibly not around anymore either. You just never know.
I think part of the things that we're having a hard time with, CJ, tell me if you think this makes sense.
What's that?
we're stuck on this DNA being stuck in that button, and for some reason we're trying to find a way to get Brian involved in this, except rather than accept the fact that DNA, it may have absolutely zero to do with this because it is transfer DNA after all. But yet we're trapped on the focus of it's there, and so we're composing ideas as to try to understand his involvement in this, when in fact there could be zero involvement. Right?
Hmm. That too, yeah, that's for
It's a
sure.
head game. It's like being caught in a paradox.
Especially when he gets arrested in PA and has those two statements,
Yeah.
you know. That's when you could be like, okay, and at the same time, he totally could be nothing to do with it. I was visiting my friends all the time, you know.
Right.
There's been stories thrown out there that he had friends that lived over there. There were speculation. And then somebody else made a good point earlier today. There is a body cam of him being pulled over in the neighborhood that has not been released. And I brought up the point, what if he's stating in that body cam that he just says, "Yeah, I just came from Beep's house here, a couple right down the road."
Right.
And that's why it's not released, because then, oh shit, he had a, well, that's why his phone would be pinging so many times around there. Not that he was stalking the house, but that he was going to visit a friend for whatever reason that may be, you know, whatever
See,
that speculation is.
if they would have said something like they found direct evidence of his like the knife. Let's say they found knife on him. Anything at all, like you see with all these other mass murderers, where um, they catch the perp, but the perp is caught in a situation where they have evidence that this guy had already done the crime, and you could at that point then review whether they obtained it legally or not. But you could all as people sit back and say that's stunningly compelling. This guy was caught with a severed foot. That's a problem. Okay, you're just not supposed to be having that. So
I mean,
but there's just none of that here, and that's what's so irritating.
They have Netflix documentaries about shit like this happening in other cases. I mean, you don't have to go too far. You don't have to go in the microfiche to find something that is, you know, that the shit could be taking place. And the sad part is these students are going to be starting school soon. And now what's coming out, they definitely have to have the other possibilities in the back of their head while they're trying to go to frickin' school.
Does it make sense to our representatives that prosecute criminals to protect us from criminals? Does it make sense that they wouldn't be fully open and cooperative to what it is they have against any accused defendant? I mean, this whole process they're putting him through, and objection after objection, is the third time to compel. You shouldn't even have to compel. It's your time.
Yeah.
This is the United States, you know, and it's like everything they're doing just keeps making it look like what it isn't. Maybe it is what it is, what we're seeing, but it's, I don't know. It's just what a crazy
no, it's valid stuff, man. Definitely valid.
Can't someone just do his job? It's like hiring a roofer.
Yeah.
He goes up on the roof with a paint can. It's because what's he doing up there?
Well,
I thought he was a roofer. What's he got a paint can for?
I even wondered if the person came in and out from that roof.
Yeah.
You know, like, did they go into the second bedroom first?
Yeah, I don't
through
know.
through the window on
there
that
was also
little
the
ledge.
disclosure of multiple male DNA. There's other male DNA for real Slim Skittles, if you didn't know that. But there's DNA on the sheet that there's other DNA on the sheet. Other DNA in the house that are other men.
Wow.
They're unidentified DNA samples.
Right. We'll be getting into it too when we start reading it. And I want to say thank you so much for the super chat of Rare Zebra. Pull up the objection to the protection order from Brian's legal team. I'm fearful now for the students. No evidence apparently in court. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like these students are going to be going back to class soon, and now this is why we've been talking about this stuff this whole time, you know. Seriously, like it's not that we are trying to say like somebody's not involved in the crime. is saying shit don't make sense.
Right.
And we're thinking about, just like I'm thinking about if I was in a position, would I want somebody to find the reasonable doubt if I didn't commit the crime? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
in the same spot, we are thinking about these families and the students and the community that's involved. And that's why we're the ones that are talking about this shit not making sense, because we look at these people like they're our own family members or they're ourselves.
Yeah. I mean,
We're not going to listen to, the magic bullet theory and sit there and be like, okay, no.
right. And can I
If it
just
don't
say
make
too,
sense, yeah.
the other men's DNA would
Thank you.
5.38 octillion% match somebody's DNA. I mean, if they were to process that DNA like Brian's, then you could make the same argument for the other DNA that they have, that they're to this extravagant number beyond your imagination. It matches this family and this. I mean, but that still doesn't mean that those other men were involved in this crime. That's
Yeah.
the real problem that keeps cropping up here, and we want whoever did this to be put in jail forever, if not
100.
For
100.
sure.
I mean, my God,
Right.
there's nothing people that age could do that couldn't be forgiven or worked out. You don't need to do that. DNA.
Yeah, what if it was your sister, your brother, or you're not gonna
Well, I have a
you're
daughter.
not gonna sit there and listen to the narrative. You're gonna investigate things. You're gonna see what makes sense. And the difference is we have a special tick in our bodies where we're able to get up on a platform and actually express those thoughts, theories, and opinions, and
we,
have that shield sometimes when it comes to the places that don't want to look at it that way. I'm sorry.
Right,
Go ahead,
and
buddy.
here's what it's kind of offensive in a way if you think about it, that this heinous crime is a backdrop to everyday behaviors that have become criminalized according to the police's theory. So turning off your phone is a criminal act that proves that you were part of this heinous crime. Or driving your car in that area shows that you were stalking these girls, right? Washing your car shows you're cleaning up a crime scene. Everything this guy has done has been framed with the backdrop of this horrible crime. And it's almost as like not to give anybody a chance to look around the curtain to see who the real Wizard of Oz is making these statements, because everything the guy's done, technically, his schooling is turned against him. That means he's a mass murderer because he studied this stuff. Really? I mean, oh my God. Every single thing he did as a normal person is normal, but they've criminalized it on the backdrop of this over something they claim to be his DNA that they don't even want to bring into court.
That's why I call it a Christmas stocking that has coal in it. You think
Horrifying.
it's full of candy and little toys and presents, and then you go up to it and you look inside and it's got a bunch of fucking coal in it. You're like, damn. Just like what they were handing these judges when it came to get this gentleman arrested. They walked up to the judge and they were showing the Christmas stocking full of shit, but they didn't look inside because they didn't have it open. The prosecution had that shit sewn tight and just said, trust us.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Whatever.
Right.
Thank you for the sub, Dolphin. You want to hop up, you're more than welcome. You need your own channel. Great voice and great viewpoints. And I would definitely love to be one of the channels to help you have that if you desire. Seriously, you too, Sergeant, man. Do you got your own channel?
I had a channel a couple of years ago. I got out.
Yeah.
It was politically based. I got out of it.
Yeah. Man, you should get it going again, buddy. You
you
got great shit too, man.
I just have a lot of time on my hands. I've been semi-retired for 25 years.
Yeah, not me. I just work and do my show.
I worked hard. I came up real hard, got in a lot of trouble, but I ended up straightening myself out and doing the right thing.
Yeah, I hear that, buddy. Same here.
But
same.
That's why I got involved in the politics to begin with. But there's just the thing that I see happen a lot is a lot of us understand like the importance. If touch DNA in this instance is used to convict the man, then everybody's at risk. And
Mm.
that horrifies me. That puts the power of the government. It gives them a whole new tool to come after people, because a piece of particle, a minuscule microscopic particles of your DNA end up somewhere you've never been. They can suggest you committed that crime, just like they're doing to Bryant. And to
Yep.
me, even if the guy did it or not,
Yeah.
I that power to use
Reasonable
transfer
doubt.
DNA to convict people is horrifying to me. That's almost like saying you're bringing Fidel Castro to run the presidency. That's what it sounds like to me. If in fact you're able to do this with touch DNA, that's scary, man.
And it's all nothing but reasonable doubt. I mean, that's why the PCA didn't make sense from the first day it came out when I did the read through on it. I told you the first fucking day that shit was holes all over it.
It's just theories.
Yeah, and I'm glad
criminalize common
Mm.
behavior.
it's,
Yeah.
I'm so glad these documents came out.
Yeah,
Me too.
Let's hope it's a judge. This judge that seems to be following this proceeding or handling it seems to be professional, and he knows the law. From what little exposure we've had.
Well, and I just hope the right thing starts to happen for the community, the students, and the parents, and all the loved ones and family and friends involved, because this has got to be a shocker to them too. And I really hope that the next big shocker, if BK did have something or some sort of role in this crime, I really do hope and pray that the next big shocker is some kind of confession.
Mm.
And CJ,
If that's what took place.
On that note, I think they could have obtained that if they didn't do the route they went.
I'm saying he may have been doing this shit the whole time, and then all of a sudden people thinks he's showing up for this or whatever, and then boom, finally, I'm just gonna say everything. This is who, if he was just the lowest man on the totem pole, okay, I'm gonna take a plea deal.
Right.
This is who was involved. This is what I did, even though I wasn't the one or whatever, because it's about not having the DP too, I think. If he did have something to do with it, it's about not having the DP. I don't think he's the one that actually went in there and committed any of the physical stuff. If so, when it comes to the multiple theory, though, maybe he was.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he was.
What I mean, that touch DNA leads me to think maybe he dropped somebody off there and was waiting for them to come out for he didn't know what reason. Maybe he just thought they were going in to talk to one of the girls, or you know what I mean. It could have been
right.
completely nefarious, but it would place him at the scene, and he would be like if I have you ride with me to a bank or drive you to a bank, and then I run in and rob it. Well, you're complicit. You drove me to the bank. You didn't know I was going to do it, but your hand's in the cookie jar with mine. Yeah. That could be the situation with Brian. He may not, in fact, be this kid that did all these killings.
Maybe not.
That transfer DNA would make sense if somebody he knew owned that knife was in his vehicle. That would.
What if it was a friend?
It's held on your hip, right? It's held right where you're sitting anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So he may be.
What if it was a friend? What if he sold it to a friend?
Yeah.
On the cheap, or gave it to him as a gift for Christmas or a birthday or something. And also, like, I don't know. Do you think that he actually went in there? Because there's that debunked audio, right? But I'm not talking about the audio, that specific shit, but I have to also explore the opportunity now, because if there's multiple DNA, right? Who says something like that audio really didn't go down that way, though? Who's saying a group of individuals didn't go in there, maybe not to commit the crime, but maybe to confront something or some person, because there were reports of arguments taking place earlier that night. And who's to say that somebody didn't show up at the frickin' property to continue the argument, and then something turned haywire, and some people had something, and some people might have picked up something that was close inside, or I mean, it's still, when it comes to the crime that took place inside the property, for one person, that had to be so strategic.
Right. And that the other thing is this idea that we and I do it too. So it's but we're looking at this from perspectives that really go beyond the bounds of what we should probably be looking at, like his guilt or innocence. I mean, at this point, we need to establish his presence, and that's a big failing, right? And then if they can actually, if we can see an established presence to the connection to the crime at all, that's the most perpetuating thing. Where is this connection other than their idea that
Right.
it's DNA, right?
Right.
And so I just have a hard time extrapolating past that as to whether he was there in a car or he knew. I mean, to me, that's like he doesn't have to prove it, and it's kind of why I'm on this track. He'll never have to give an alibi because it's not his responsibility to show he's innocent. It's the government's imperative to show that he's guilty, right? And in that
Right.
quest, Brian Kohlberger can remain silent. And if you just look at the motions from this lawyer, the answers to those motions that we've gotten already are so bad that this guy could actually take a nap in the courtroom without saying a word.
Mm.
What they're showing us in their replies, and then Anne making her demands to give me this stuff, and they're saying, "Well, the FBI didn't save this file, the FBI didn't keep this." These guys got an investigation with no way to verify their steps.
Right.
This guy literally could sleep in the courtroom.
Right.
I think.
And JB brings up a good question too. What are the odds that the prosecution can combat any of these filings? Do you think the prosecution found cleaning agents in his vehicle? Because I just don't see what they could possibly have on him. I don't even think they found any kind of.
Well, let's say they did.
Just from my opinion, you ain't cleaning the DNA.
Even if they did, are you
It's
going
in
to
there
criminalize the
somewhere.
act of cleaning your apartment? I mean,
It's in there
that's the
somewhere.
thing that we have to accept here. With
Oh, wow.
everything that they say, they're framing it under the idea that it proves he did this crime. And
Right.
cleaning your car isn't proof you did anything.
No,
other than
he had a
cleaning your
long
car,
trip.
right?
He had a long trip.
Yeah.
It's a long trip. I'm sure
I
there
got a
was
question,
shit all
CJ.
over.
You
Thank
know
you
what
for the super sticker, real quick though. 1 second. Thank you for the super sticker, Canadian True Crime Buff. I appreciate you so much. Go ahead, buddy.
When he put the DNA or the garbage in the guy across the street, wasn't the person across the street an FBI agent, or was that a different garbage can he used in Pennsylvania?
It was a neighbor's garbage can that was
But
at the end of the street.
Wasn't his neighbor an FBI agent though?
Was he?
In Pennsylvania, across the street from his parents' house? That's what I thought. I've heard that. I don't know. That's why I'm asking to get clarification.
I don't know. I never heard that.
I've heard that too.
But it'd be nice. Does anybody know that? Is that true? Was his what's up, Tommy Jude? Yeah, do you guys know if that's true or not? I don't know. I haven't heard that. If his neighbor was an FBI agent.
I heard that several times.
I know
I've
it
never
was
seen it verified, but that's again, it's why
I don't know.
right. Yeah, let us know if there is. Send me the
Yeah, I
link
don't know.
for sure. Let me check my email here real quick. All right. Let me see here. So I don't. Yeah. I mean, just like we went into the Bush on Dago's show this afternoon, we went in about the bushy eyebrow stuff when it comes to the PCA. If you look at the verbiage of pain later in the PCA, you'll see the same verbiage of bushy eyebrows. So it's like, whoa, wait a minute, what? You got the same bushy eyebrow comment or statement from two different sources or description. It just, I don't know. And I'll pull that up too. Yeah, it was Frank brought it up in Dago's stream, so shout out to Frank. Unresolved, I'm sorry, what was his channel? Unresolved Crimes, I think. Let me see. Let me share this real quick. I'll find his link here in a second. If anybody wants to hop up, you're more than welcome to. FBI agent's last name is Payne. Right, it was somewhere around here.
What is it you're hunting for?
The bushy eyebrow statement.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Not DMs. Right here. Right here. It says the same day at approximate, this is page 9 of the PCA, starting out at the bottom of the PCA. I'll put the link in chat. Thank you, Long Gone. Appreciate that. What the heck? There we go. Here, I'll put this in chat real quick. Unresolved. I thought it was unresolved. Unsolved? Unsolved. I don't know. I reached out to him. I haven't heard back now. I think he's probably talking to Dago. Hopefully. Page 9 at the bottom. The same day at approximately 12:58 a.m., WSU officer Curtis Whitman was looking for white Hyundai Elantra and located a 2015 white Hyundai Elantra at 1630 Northeast Valley Road in Pullman in the parking lot. 1630 Northeast Valley Road is an apartment complex that houses WSU students. Officer Whitman also ran the car, and it returned to Koberger with a Washington tag. I reviewed Koberger's WA state driver's license information and photograph. The license indicates that Koberger is a white male with a height of 6 feet and weighed 185 pounds. Additionally, the photograph of Koberger shows that he has bushy eyebrows. So he's basically using the same comment, looked at the photograph, says bushy eyebrows. Where's the clad in black statement as well? I know it don't exist, but I'm saying it's almost like that. And I don't think he really has that bushy eyebrows, but that's just my opinion.
What date was that? What date was that?
This is the PCA.
But what date did the cop go to that lot and recognize his car?
The same day, at approximately 12:58 a.m. Okay. This would be the same day. Let me see here.
Same day as the filing of the PCA?
29th. The 29th.
Or MPD's 25th, 22.
Agencies.
White Honda in the area. The same day, approximately 12:58.
Yeah, so it was 12:28. Yeah, November 29th, 2022 at 12:28.
Okay. Yeah.
And then at 12:58, that's when this took place. So a half hour before that, let me see. They carried the white Elantras registered at WSU. So they started looking for the Elantras that were registered at WSU at 12:28 a.m. As a result of the query, they located a 2015 white Elantra with a PA license plate tag. This vehicle is registered to BK at that residence. Let's see, 3/4 mile from intersection of Stadium Way and Cougar Way. Last camera location that picked up the Elantra. 3/4 mile away. Stadium Way and Cougar Way was where that was picked up.
Same day.
And then the same day again, 12:58. Is consistent with the description of the male. And then it goes into phone records. Redacted plate. Now, Jules brought up a great point earlier. She said that, and this, in my opinion, is true. because I've heard it from other sources, that there was a big accident that took place that involved a fire hydrant. Now, that was in the same location as the parking lot for the complex. So, is that why you went a crazy route to get out of the apartment? I don't know, but it's definitely interesting. What's up, Kevin Kraft? It is. It's very suggestive, and honestly, I've seen people with a hell of a lot bushier eyebrows than Koberger.
Yeah, so
You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, by definition of bushy isn't
Definitely.
Brian Colbert.
like this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I have light
So
colored eyebrows, so they, they're there, but they're not like his are a dark black, but they don't seem to be like growing off his face like I would perceive a bushy eyebrow.
right,
You know,
or sticking outward too.
right?
Right, and
You
so
can't
then you
comb
go.
them, I guess. That would be a description. They're uncombable.
Yeah, and then you go to DM's statement. You know, like clad in black. Like who?
What girl says that at 20 years
That's the
old?
first time I've ever heard about it. I've never heard. I thought I was thinking like medieval or some kind of overseas.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, like I've never heard that word really. When have I heard clad? I don't know. So
Yeah,
it
they
makes you
don't say
wonder,
that. Yeah.
how was that statement? There's a lot of people that feel that DM's statement isn't legit. So it's like, okay, and then you find out the shit you find out tonight.
Well, it's so generalized.
It's
that
like,
it
what's
almost seems
real?
canned. Doesn't it almost seem canned? I mean,
Yeah.
you can't identify anybody in black with bushy eyebrows wearing a mask or clad. I guess that's the term. Clad in black, head to toe, with a head mask on. Who knows what kind of mask? Was it a COVID mask? What kind of a mask was it? You don't know.
And who says that was the first statement?
Yeah.
Who says it wasn't another sit down at a later time, or even
True.
later on at the same scene? Who says it wasn't a statement that took place again, where then you're saying, well, after you kind of get your bearings together and you figure out what that. Okay, well, I'm going to go back and talk to DM again here real quick before we release her from the scene. I want to interview her again. By the way, did they have Bushy? Were they
Well, you know what
dressed
else
clad?
and I don't know if you guys realize the subtlety of this. It's kind of blatant, but the fact that these young girls were never given any scrutiny. Okay.
Sorry.
And look, I
Spruce.
know they survived a horrific experience, but their actions are just unquestionable because they're young girls that are pretty. I can't question this massive pink elephant in the. I mean, am I supposed to be an abused spouse? How does this work? When you come out with these stories of clad in black and 8 hours before the police are called, and you're not even one of the roommates calling. Somebody used the roommate's phone, I suppose, from what I understand. So but none of this could be questioned, because by doing so, you're a horrible human being that doesn't respect the victims. And that's not the case at all.
No.
It's quite the opposite, but we've been shamed from even discussing that aspect of it.
Oh, for real, man.
Yeah.
I know. I've had to deal with it, even in Dago's show, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, you get
saying? It's like I know. Listen. My grass is cut. I can see fucking snakes crawling through my yard. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
listen. I take care of my lawn.
Right, and I
So
think it should be a fair discussion rather than as an idea for you for a show. Go through their statements and parse out their activity and find as much as we can about them, and then put on a show, because it's not to hurt them or harm anybody, but if I was the policeman on the scene, wouldn't you have arrested those two for not having
Oh, for sure. For sure.
no explanation, but they placed themselves in the heart of the scene of the crime. Right. So to me, scrutiny things need to be answered, and questions need to be brought forward. And I don't know, man. It's kind of scary that all that time went by, and then if it's accurate, I don't know. A lot of people have been saying, I don't know if it said at the PCA, but there were people on the property when the cops showed up. Is that an accurate statement?
Dude, I've heard other things, man. You know,
Well, I heard that.
what there's but
What?
it's like what is true and what's not, and who
Yeah.
frickin' knows anymore, especially after this.
Mm.
Like these documents, I mean, who frickin' knows? And when it, with other channels, please, everybody that is a new sub, please go check out my video about my promise, or past, present, and future, my promise to all my subs. I just want to let everybody know I'm never going to waste any of your guys' time, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. I know we're all busy. We all have real lives, and this technology shit is secondary. And the last thing I'm ever going to do is ask you guys to sit through an hour, 2 or 3 hours of some negative shit where I'm bashing
Mm.
somebody or I'm talking ill on somebody, because I really mean it when I say I'm all about that peace, positivity, and progress. And I don't want to waste you guys' time. I want everybody to enjoy the time, hang out, and enjoy it, have a intelligent conversation, explore all thoughts, theories, and opinions. Because honestly, the people that do bash, I do explore their thoughts, theories, and opinions too, because I'm not here to say that they're wrong either. But what is wrong is the level of respect or lack thereof that comes from that. And we need to work together. We're stronger together. And if we all really are about making sure the right thing happens for these families, these victims, and these loved ones, we all need to work together to make sure that happens, because we can't do it by ourselves. We can only do it as a team, TATEAM. And you have to do it as a team. That's the only way that we can overcome the fog. The fog is so strong because of the shit and the bullshit that we're coming up against, narratives, speculations, but we have to do it together. We can't do it by ourselves. We need a team. So please, let's just all work together.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody, we'll only know who's right or wrong until the trial happens, if that takes place, whatever. But we still got to work together, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's going to happen, if
Well,
we're all about the same.
and I think accepting the
Yeah.
perspectives of others gives you a sharper mind, because you've got you. We could all look at things from a lot
Mm.
of angles, but not all angles. It's just not possible.
Yeah. I mean, there's shit that I've heard that I'm just like, even with, on the panel tonight, there's some stuff that I'm not necessarily agreeing. I'm still, I want to explore some other of those theories first before I really think that might be what's involved. Not to say that I haven't heard the conversations, not to say that I don't see the points and I don't see where people come from when it comes to that stuff. I'm just, I need to do more uh, sleuthing, I suppose, uh, when it comes to that.
Well, that's quite a general description. That clad in black and
It is.
the eyebrows.
But
That
clad,
for a
where's
lot
that?
of
That's
people.
like from a TV show. What TV show uses the word, excuse me. I'd like to know what TV show or series or movie uses the word clad so much that somebody would actually have it in the back of their head. Seriously, what movie or TV show
Mm.
used that word a lot? And then I wonder,
Show me a
you know,
commercial that uses that word. I mean, that
I
word is like a
mean,
dead
it's got
word.
to come from a movie or a TV show or something, man. Because who in the hell says clad? Who? It's got to come from TV or something or YouTube, like
It's got to come from somebody that maybe lives
a
in a rural
program.
area too. That's an old term. That goes back years. It was common a long
Yeah,
time ago.
I was talking
Cladding was
medieval.
a thing, right? No, not medieval. I think in America,
I'm
cladding
just
was a
playing.
yeah. So I think whoever uttered that word, maybe their grandparents, 80, 90-year-old group of
Mm.
people, that word would be used by them. They
Mhm.
grew up with a word like that. Things were being clad, and there was cladding. But to say someone's clad, they might even use the term clad in clothes.
Well,
That may
quartz
have
and
been something in
coal.
the 20s and 30s, right? So
Quartz and
for me,
coal,
though, where do you hear that word? You never hear it anywhere. I can't even remember the last
military or
time I heard
LE.
it. Right?
Quartz and coal says military or LE, according to.
Mm.
Oh, there you go.
And right, that was made up by either LE or DM.
No, I think
Very
you only
old.
put words in their
It
mouth.
sounds old as shit. I was sitting there thinking like it was fucking.
Mm.
I just say medieval just to like, it's an exaggeration.
Yeah, I know.
Way back then, medieval shit.
Yeah.
No wonder Clad makes sense.
Off to school, both ways were hills. Remember those days?
Right? Yeah, exactly, right?
You have no idea
12
how
feet of
easy you got it.
snow up and down. Okay.
Had to walk
Okay.
to school.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
It took an hour and 10 minutes. Definitely a college kid isn't using that to describe someone. And that's what I was
No.
making my points yesterday.
Mm.
Like with Koberger, he's like, why would he be all fucking chaos going all over these areas with surveillance? Number one, if he was stalking the house. And number two, if he was the one really driving around to go commit these crimes, because he would know about the digital evidence, what he should do, what he shouldn't do. And I'm sorry, when you look at what the fucking PCA tells you, it don't look like
Mm.
somebody that's fucking studied the shit. It looks like somebody that had no idea what the general fucking class
Yeah.
to even start that course is.
Yeah, he did a bang up job apparently.
Especially right as soon as you walk out the fucking door. And you don't shut your phone off. You don't leave your phone at home. You don't fucking like what? Oh shit! I'm driving down 2 minutes. Oh yeah, but come on now.
Yeah, the whole thing is just
Come on.
it's making you believe
Yeah.
he's a criminal because of the backdrop of this horrific crime. So anything this guy does in the eyes of law enforcement is connected to that crime. If he bought coffee, they would find a way to make that a horrible thing because he bought it after the murders like nothing happened, and they would turn his buying coffee into this horrific
Mm.
example of what a psychopathy is or whatever. They just can't get off of that horse because they're the ones that invented it, and now they got to ride it.
Mm.
Right?
I mean, I definitely see
Yep.
where people come from about sticking to the PCA and all that stuff. I get where they're coming from and their passion, and it's the same kind of passion that we have to explore the outside theories. We have the same kind of passion. Let's just work together.
Right. Billion%.
Yeah, exactly. And can you imagine if we all worked together, how strong we would be? They wouldn't be able to fuck around at all. Like the right shit would be happening right the fuck now.
You want to know what would make
Yeah.
the difference?
Exactly.
What's that?
Take the information that we've dug up and the things that we're able to show based on facts that they've given us, and send that information to both the prosecution and the defense.
Mm.
Put it in a format and send it off. You get a bunch of what are these true crime channels? Sorry, and they do things like that. Now you can get personally involved. I mean, not personally, but groupfully involved and have a direct impact. Because you got to realize a lot of these cases, when they do go to court, the guy's lawyers are public defenders, oftentimes, unless they're billionaires, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
whether it be Brian
Jeffrey
Kober,
Epstein's a perfect example.
yeah, or the next guy.
Oh yeah.
These channels to get together and submit the findings that they've discovered through their research to these teams. That would be an extremely effective way to make these channels mean something.
Right.
It would have an impact in some way over. I think it wouldn't take
Right.
that long to make a difference.
Right.
I believe that some of the people tied to his defense have to be watching some of these streams.
Oh, for sure. A
Mm.
lot of people are, man.
Yeah, and I think that helped prepare the defense for Brian, because there's a lot of things people have brought up. Their ideas and conclusions are pretty solid.
They even said he
Mm.
was watching this fucking case heavily. What's up, Sunny Days? Thanks for hopping in. And I love your comment, JB.
Hi.
Yeah, he's even addicted to his own, the conversations going on, and they got a tablet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who says that he's not somebody hopping in? Who says that? I don't know how the shit works in prison when it comes to tablets and what you can watch or whatever. Maybe you can't comment, but you can just watch or something. I don't know. You can't have a profile, but whatever's public, you're able to watch. Who knows?
Yeah.
They don't give you TVs. They just have tablets, and you can sit there
Mm,
and watch. You can't
true.
comment. You can't create a profile. You can't have any kind of footprint on there. All you can do is just be a view count, and that's it. Who's to say he ain't watching us right now? You
Just
just
say
can't say nothing.
Mm,
part of its defense team isn't watching some of this stuff right now. All of these shows have pointed out certain inconsistencies.
yeah.
Oh
Very-
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, 100. What's up, Sunny Days? Hello? Can you hear us?
I think her
Can you hear us?
mic isn't working.
Let me see here. Let me go to private chat.
We can see
You-
you.
Can you
us?
hear us? Yeah, we can see you.
You're there.
Not sure what's up.
Me either. That's right.
Yeah, it's on. It's StreamYard there. This shit bugs out. I mean, hell, half the time my mute button
I can
comes
see it,
on
but
its
just
own.
can't hear it.
You know, I do a screen switch and all of a sudden it's muted again. I'm
Hmm.
like, what? Don't even know it. Just because I switched to screen. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I've had good luck using it to contact.
Weird.
Yeah.
We
It is what it is. So yeah, it's I'm definitely I need to I'm gonna spend some of the morning. I'm gonna be going through my old, and maybe even before I go to bed tonight, honestly. I'm gonna be going through my old videos. If you guys would like to help me, if you're in chat right now or if you're on replay, I need to find. And listen, I started this show from scratch in November. I had no idea how to do anything, and one of the things that I didn't really understand how to do was descriptions for my shows back in the day. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I have such a hard time finding the different shows that I covered things, right? So
Yeah.
if there's any hardcore sleuthers out there, please send me the link in an email or however you can contact me, or even just tell me what episode number, because they all have episode numbers. Just tell me what episode number it is in this comment section for this video. I need to find every single grub truck where I walked around with Google Guy through the neighborhood 1122 up and down the road. I know I did a couple shows going crazy on Google Guy. I did a couple shows going over the body cams and all the zoomed in stuff with headlights and people walking by. I know I did show of reading through Papa Rogers Live, Inside
Yeah.
Looking Live, all of these shows. The only thing that I'm going to do, I got all the press conferences ready. Other than that, we have to go to those old shows to watch all of that stuff in its entirety, or to be able to see the stuff that's been taken away or that was blurred out. So please, if you guys are sleuthers, I'm gonna try my hardest in the morning. But if there's any out there that want to, go crazy in these past episodes, please do. I can't even tell you the beginning of when we started going through it. If you know when, like, Papa Rogers, the date that it was released, go to the beginning of the shows when that date starts out, etc., etc. I'd totally appreciate it. But I'm definitely going to try it because, like Dago, we were talking on there, like, you got to look at this stuff with a new perspective now with this information that's come out. You have to sit there and look at other individuals. Like, I remember going through the grub truck, wondering who these people in the jerseys were, wondering why those two girls ran behind the corner and the guy followed them for a short period of time, because they were with the same group that was hugging Maddie when they showed up and met at the grub truck.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hold on. And then when going back to when Maddie was pointing out to who everybody was saying either it was the guy in the Carhartt coat or the dude with the hat backwards with the long hair talking to the female. I've
Yep.
always felt that Maddie pointed to somebody between those two people, somebody that was
Yeah.
way in the back somewhere. Somewhere. So we got to
Mm.
look at all this stuff all over again. I think especially that grub truck. I have a feeling that grub truck is going to have somebody sus definitely trying to blend
Yeah.
in, and they may have slipped through the first time we were looking at it. I don't know. Maybe not this time. That's why I need to go back to those old shows, because those are the only shows that have everything in its entirety for sure. Can you hear us, Sunny Days? Oh, I think she's still having problems. Hello?
Still muted.
No, she's not muted.
And her video is absolutely
Yeah.
perfect, you know.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't hear anyone as soon as I get on
Just can't
panel.
hear her, eh?
Reset your phone.
Yeah,
Oh.
That's what I always do. If I have issues, I just honestly,
Yeah.
before I even start my show, I restart my shit. Because I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want that to happen. I just reboot. Definitely try that out. And I'll be on here for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna get some rest, and then I'm gonna wake up in the morning, find these videos, go live again. I think I'd probably be able to do a better read through when I'm not up for 24 hours. And I definitely don't want to do a read through of these documents and be fumbling all sorts of crazy ass words, and then all of a sudden something comes out completely differently than what's in the court documents.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I know it's late for everybody, so I appreciate you guys. But definitely look for me in the late morning, early afternoon. What's up, buddy?
I thought it was it
Cool.
was interesting talking with you both at Dago's. It was cool. The turkey guy came in.
Yeah.
And and I'm going to jump off here, and I'm glad you had me in here. You're pretty cool
Thank
dude.
you.
I appreciate it very much.
I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, chat room is full of great people, and
thank you.
Yeah, all right. Is that Skittles up there?
See you later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you have a good night. It was nice meeting you. I'm old Friday.
You too. You
I'll be
too.
back for later. See ya.
See you later, buddy.
See ya.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your time and coming up here and sharing your thoughts and your wisdom, and everything that you bring, to the community, not only Dagos, but here as well now. I really appreciate you. And so thank you.
And I all of you as well. Thanks very much, and everybody have a good night's sleeper.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You
I know
too.
I
You
will.
too.
Yep, good night.
Good night. Yeah, I'll be getting on late morning, early afternoon. I do need to do some digging. I'm probably going to go through the press conferences first, since I already have those ready, and that's something we were going to do a couple days ago. But there's definitely some other stuff that I'm going to go back to, because I remember when we were going through all this stuff in the beginning before Koberger was even arrested, there was other individuals, different things that were, thought about or discussed that were quickly tossed aside after Koberger was arrested. So,
For sure.
there's a lot of notes that I have here. So we're definitely going to be going into this, but I'll be doing a read through live with these new documents. I'll go ahead and share them again real quick, and I'll be doing that late morning, early afternoon. If you want to come hang out, you're more than welcome. Also, I probably won't be because I want to get through the documents as quick as possible. In case anybody would like to have an audio version in the future, I'm going to try and kind of just get through the documents as quick as possible during that part. And I probably won't be able to catch chat as quick or as easy. So I just want to say in advance, just please understand when I go to read through these, it's 26 pages. I want to be able to make, not only inform you and give you my live reaction, but at the same time be able to make it to where you or anybody else, it could, you could just put your earbuds in and listen to the court documents as an audio version as well. So it's crazy. It's definitely
It
crazy.
sure is. Yep.
I'm going to see what's on Twitter here real quick. So Sleuthy Goosey, definitely appreciate her so much. Going through these court documents. Highlighted a couple things. Let's go ahead and do a sneak peek here. I want to say thank you to Sleuthy. Let me put her link up here real quick. So we'll check these out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and end the evening. We'll throw that up there. And then I'll be back late morning, early afternoon. So please come hang out if you're not busy. Okay, it's mine. And please, if you're a crazy sleuther, help me out, please. And I'll make new stuff so we don't have to go back to the old ones anymore. Or I'll keep them documented and I'll change the titles. That's what I should do. You find the videos, we'll change the titles, damn it. That's what I should do.
Yeah.
Change the titles, right? Put the hashtags. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, so this is Sleuthy Goosey. Let me get rid of that comment real quick. Get Sleuthy up there. Oh shoot, I can't zoom in. Let me see. On November 20th, 2022, it says, oh, okay. And Taylor's statements that the sheath was placed. She keeps referring to the sheath as being placed. On November 20th, 2022, the Idaho State Police Lab in Meriden, Idaho, located DNA on the button of the sheath. By December 17th, 2022, lab analysis were aware of 2 additional males' DNA within the house where the deceased were located, and another unknown male DNA on a glove found outside the residence. On November 20th, 2022. While this was ongoing, police were investigating many various possible suspects, which, if you go back to even the vehicles, suspects, occupants, at least one had his DNA surreptitiously taken from a discarded cigarette. First glimpsed by officers on November 18th, glimpsed, not glimpsed. See, that's where my tiredness is coming in. Precisely how the police came to believe the car was in Elantras is still unknown. Analysis for the FBI dated March 21st, 2023 shows the analysis heavily relied on a video of a car headed in the wrong direction at the wrong time on Ridge Road. And that's just one document. We'll be getting into this tomorrow. Full read through. Yeah. Come hang out if you're not busy. Come spend breakfast with CJ. Or whatever it is. It might be. What time is that for you? What time would 11 o'clock in the morning Central? What time would that be for you, Slim Skittles? It's 2 o'clock
It's
in the morning
usually
right now.
it's usually 11:30 or 12 p.m. my time, but the next day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So if I'm on in
So it'll be Sunday 11:30, 12
if
p.m.
I'm in 10 hours, if I'm on in 12 hours, 10. If I'm on in 10 hours, so we'll say noon my time.
Yeah. Well, I shall see you then.
Yes, that's
Crazy
probably
stuff,
what I'm
right?
I know. I'm going to try and shoot for 11, 12. Sorry if I sleep through my alarms. I apologize.
It's all right.
But I'm going to shoot for, I'm going to put out a notification in the morning. At least giving you some sort of heads up, and then I'm going to start digging. Please send me emails, Twitter message of an episode, even if you know, and just if you can give me a timestamp too, I'd appreciate that too. If not, just a simple episode would be sweet. And I'm definitely going to try and find some of this tomorrow. And we're going to go into these press conferences too. And if we can find, you know, if we can find these other episodes, maybe we'll just go into one of those first before the press conferences.
I
might
might
be
try and
something.
see if I can find some for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Email if you can, Sonny. Yeah, sorry you couldn't work out, Sonny. And Rory too, and anybody else. Come hang out tomorrow if you want to hop up. Let's do this. I'm gonna do this read through as soon as we start the show, and then after that, it's open conversations. Let's do it. Let's
Cool.
figure this shit out. Thank you so much, everybody, for the last minute stream. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're all
I
right.
love
Go.
your picture, by the way, too.
Oh, thanks.
It does.
My
It makes me
friend
think of
from
Skittles.
Texas made it.
Yeah. It does all
Yeah,
the different
my
colors.
friend from Texas made it for me.
That's neat. Yeah, all the different colors.
Oh, well, I shall see you tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do. I appreciate you hopping up too. It's been a while. Skittles is one of the OGs from when it was just barely a couple people. So thank you so much for
Yeah.
hanging out tonight.
Thank you for
And,
having me on the panel again.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. And definitely join
I
tomorrow if
appreciate
you'd
you
like,
too.
okay? I know.
Yep.
Thank you so
See you
much.
then. Bye.
Appreciate you. What a beautiful soul. Slim Skittles. Thank you so much. So definitely come hang out tomorrow if you're not busy. And we're going to be going through some stuff. Definitely hang out with Dago. Go show Dago some support as well. Jules. Maybe I can get Dago and Jules on the show tomorrow. We'll see. That'd be cool, right? Let's do it. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for always being a beautiful part of the community. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for just appreciating what we create here and what we're about. I really do appreciate you because seriously, without you guys, none of this would be taking place. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.